Om Shakti. Welcome to today's practice where we will be focusing solely on the Bindu Chakra. This is a very subtle center that a lot of different yogic systems don't even address, but is a huge, important chakra to work with in Kriya Yoga. To begin, I'll share a very brief excerpt on the Bindu Chakra. The Bindu trigger point is considered to be a tiny point at the back top of the head, but this point cannot be located in the physical body. It can only be found when the nada or sound of Bindu has been discovered and traced to its source. Through practices of Morcha Pranayama and Vajroli Sahajroli Mudra, which is what we will be practicing today, awareness of the nada can be developed. Then, through practices such as Brahmari Pranayama and Shanmukhi Mudra, the nada can be traced to its source. There is a very close relationship between Swadhisthana Chakra and the Bindu. This is because Bindu is the point where the primal sound of creation first manifests. It is the point of origin of individuality, and Swadhisthana is the source of impetus towards reproduction and sexual function. This is the material expression of the desire to reunite the infinite consciousness beyond Bindu. Sperm and menses are the material distillations of the drop of ambrosial nectar which merges from Bindu. It should be noted that there is no kshram corresponding to Bindu. Kshram is essentially the front location of a chakra. The actual physical location of chakras within the body are correlated in the back alongside the spine. Now, to begin, I do highly recommend for today's practice, if you are able to have any type of bolster, blankets to fold, as it'll really help support you create a stable foundation in a comfortable seated position so you won't feel it disrupts your meditation or practice when you need to move for comfort. Coming into a comfortable seated position, Siddhasana or Siddha Yoni Asana will be very supportive for this practice, if that's already in your practice. And just allow the spine to become straight, the shoulders relax down away from the ears, and gently close the eyes down. Feel your awareness settle here in stillness, continuing to make any small adjustments in your seated asana before we begin. And when you're ready, gently bring your hands together at heart center, thumbs pressing into the center of the chest. Together, we will tune in with the chant of one Om, followed by the Guru Mantra, bowing down to the lineage of great gurus and masters that brought us this sacred practice. Inhale to begin. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Rub the palms together. Place the palms over the eyes. Inhale. Rub the head, neck, shoulders, and bow forward. Namaste. To begin, we will start with murcha pranayama, swooning or fainting breath. I love this practice, and be aware that you have an option in between each round to pause and breathe naturally, or you can also simply go straight into the next round, depending on your individual capacity and comfort. Don't push yourself to the degree of tension. Listen to your body. This is meant to produce a gentle sensation of fainting, but not to the point that you actually faint. So please really pay close attention. Now to begin in your seated asana, hands are going to be on the knees, arms are gently locked straight. Kishari mudra is performed, tip of the tongue looks back, pressing into the roof of the mouth. Eyes are closed, drawn up to third eye. And then from here, using a gentle ujjayi pranayama, slowly the head will come up to rise. And once the hairline is at the highest point, stop. Don't have the back of the neck be too scrunched here. Hold and keep your awareness here at the location of the Bindu Chakra. Holding as long as possible, still with Kishari Mudra and eyes up to Shambhavi Mudra. When you can no longer hold the breath on inner breath retention, again slowly use ujjayi pranayama and slowly bringing the head back to a neutral forward position. That is one round. You have the option to remove Kishari Mudra and take a few natural breaths before a second round, or go straight into the second round. Again, Kishari Mudra, Ujjayi, eyes closed, drawn up to third eye. Inhale, head rises. Inner breath retention, hold as long as possible. All awareness and attention at Bindu, the back point of the head, the same location where Brahmins have gentle hair tie. Hold. Continue this way at your own pace. Now cease murcha pranayama, completing your last round. Moving into the following practice, Vajroli Sahajoli Mudra, with awareness of Bindu. Maintaining your seated asana. Bring your awareness to the urethra, the place where urine is released. And now, this location, you are going to contract the muscles similar to that when you are trying to control the urge to urinate, not to be confused with Ashwani Mudra or Mula Bandha. Only that location. Now, eyes remaining closed, contract this location for 10 seconds. Breathing naturally. And then, after 10 seconds have completed, release this location for 10 seconds, continuing to breathe naturally. And now this time, as you engage for 10 seconds, attain full concentration of the urinary system, bringing awareness to the Swadhisthana chakra, the level of the coccyx, near the end, the tailbone. Mentally repeat to yourself, Swadhisthana, Swadhisthana, Swadhisthana. And then draw awareness up through Sushumna passage, the back of the spine, comes into the center of the head, Agya, and then shoots back up to Bindu. Hold your awareness here at the Bindu Chakra and chant mentally, Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Gently bring your awareness back down to the sacral chakra and then release. This is one round. Continue. Give yourself 10 seconds. No engagement, no effort, natural breathing. And once 10 seconds have passed, again, engage, contract the urethra, being drawn upwards and inwards. Awareness at Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana, Swadhisthana, Swadhisthana. Continue to hold, rising awareness up to Bindu. Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Awareness falls back down to Swadhisthana and release. This gesture, this motion, it transmutes sexual energy into ojas. Now continue this practice at your own pace. Last round. And now, coming into position for Nada Yoga, the yoga of inner subtle sound. Using a bolster, a blanket, you'll be much more comfortable for this practice. Now, the knees are going to be bent and upright. Elbows will relax down. Use just the index finger to plug over the ears. Eyes are closed, drawn up to third eye, Keshari Mudra engaged, and the teeth slightly separated. We'll do long, deep Bhramari Pranayama, humming sound. And for Bhramari Pranayama, continue to do it as many rounds as you feel necessary. And when you feel that there's an inner stillness, that the mind becomes quiet, cease Bhramari Pranayama, hear the silence within the head, and see if you can hear any inner subtle sounds. Pay attention to them. And that is the practice. When you're ready, index fingers going into the ears, begin Bhramari Pranayama. If you can hear me, gently come lying down into Shavasana. The heels pointed in, the toes pointed out, arms alongside the body but not touching as the palms face upward. Surrender your body completely to the ground. All effort cease here. And if you'd like to receive gentle Shakti transmission, subtle body alignment, you can state the intention mentally to yourself. Shavasana. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Draw your knees into your chest and come up into seated position. Eyes remaining closed and your hands at heart center. And with Father's Day coming up, may we honor the father of Kriya, Mahavatar Babaji. May we feel gratitude in our hearts to have access, be able to practice such sacred, powerful practices. Together we'll tune out with the chant of one Om, followed by 3 Shantis. Peace, peace, peace. Inhale to begin. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rubbing the palms together. Place them over the eyes. Inhale. And rub the head, neck, shoulders. Bow forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining today. Please note that traditionally these practices are done for a much longer duration, but in efforts to share them within our time frame, we've made them much more concise. If you want, I invite you at any point for your own personal sadhana to explore the individual practices deeper. A lot of them can be found in a book that's available online free in PDF, Kundalini Tantra by Swami Satyananda Saraswati. Thank you. Have a great day.